Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. It is time for the Wednesday stretch break. We're going to be doing a little bit of everything today, hips in a couple different directions. We'll get some shoulders, some neck, a little bit of everything. As always, though, if there's something you want to stretch out, feel free to put it in the chat and we will make sure to get to it. So go ahead and take a second, go ahead and throw it in there or come off mute, shout it out. All right, not getting anything, which is completely fine. So let's go ahead and get started in standing. All right, bring this up just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get started in standing. We're gonna start with our feet nice and wide, toes pointing straight ahead. And we're gonna start with some lateral squats. So that means we're just keeping both feet in place the entire time. So we're bending our left leg. Our right leg is as straight as an arrow. We want to make sure that our big toe, little toe, and heel of the straight leg are staying glued to the ground. And let's come back to center, little break on that side, and then we're going to go right into that same side again. Keeping our hips back, our chest up, showing off that logo on our shirt as we focus on stretching out that inner thigh. Let's come back to center one more time and back to that first side for the last time. Remember to keep that little toe on the ground, little toe of this left leg, right leg. You want your little toe of your left leg down too. All right, let's come back to center and we're gonna go off to the other side. So nothing different. The stretch might feel different, but the technique is all the same. Let's come back to center, a little break, and then right back into that same side. Make sure those feet are still pointing straight ahead and that little toe of both feet is glued to the ground. And let's come back up and last one to this side. Nice work. Keep stretching it out. Focus on where that tightness is. And let's come back to center. Nicely done. From here, we're going to interlace our fingers behind our back. So feet are still wide. I'm just changing my angle. And we're going to squeeze the shoulder blades down and together, trying to point that chest to the ceiling. We're not arching our back quite so much that our low back hurts. We're just pointing that chest to the ceiling as the knuckles are heavy. So you can keep the gaze straight ahead, or you can start to bring it up towards the corner of the room. And let's go ahead and turn this into a forward fold. So we're sending the hips back, knuckles are coming up towards the ceiling. And when you feel comfortable, go ahead and drop your head towards the ground. Breathe into the tight spots, wherever that might be. Stretching a lot of things right now. And with control, go ahead and let those hands go. And we're going to put our hands into the crooks of our elbows and we're just going to really let that head hang. If you want to start to sway side to side, that might feel good. You can even try back and forth. Give your head a shake or a nod, or just letting it all go. We're using gravity to help us stretch a little bit deeper. Check in on your breathing. Make sure you're not holding your breath. Good job, everyone. Go ahead and let those hands go. And we're going to walk the hands over towards the left leg. You can find support anywhere on that left leg, foot, ankle, or floor. For a little deeper stretch, keep your heel on the ground, but shift your weight into your toes. That'll help us get a little bit deeper stretch in our calves, our legs, maybe even our glutes and our back. Let's walk those hands back through center, over to the right side. Once again, finding support on our leg, ankle, foot, or floor. And let's keep our heels on the ground, yet shift our weight forward into our big toes. Nice job. All right, let's walk the hands back to center. Bend the knees a lot. Go ahead and roll up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time. Head, neck, and shoulders are the last thing to roll up. Let's go ahead and toe heel the feet together, and we're going to come down to the ground. We're going to do our hip flexor stretch. Of course, wouldn't be a stretch break if we didn't stretch out our hip flexors. So let's come into our half kneeling position. We'll start with right knee on the ground, left foot forward. Squeeze that right butt, squeeze those abs. Let's bring the hips forward slightly until we begin to feel that stretch in the front of the right hip. You can hang out here, or you can bring that right arm by your ear and maybe lean away from it. Breathe into that tightness, keep squeezing that glute, keep bringing your belly button towards your spine. One more breath here. Go ahead and relax out of it. Let's switch sides. This time, left knee is going to come to the ground, right foot's going to come forward. Let's find that squeeze in our left butt and our abs. Take the hips forward, keep that squeeze. Hands can hang out on your right thigh, or left arm can come up by your left ear. Keep squeezing that left glute. Find that breath, breathe into the tightness. Let's take one more inhale, one more exhale. And come out of it. Nicely done. Go ahead and unfold your mat. We're going to come into hands and knees next. So wrists right underneath shoulders, knees right underneath our hips. We're going to move into some cat-cow. So we're going to start with cow pose first, pointing the tailbone towards the ceiling, arching our back, looking up towards the ceiling as much as possible. And then as we exhale, we're going to bring our tailbone under. We're going to drop our head between our arms and round our back like you're an angry cat. And let's inhale into cow, arching the back. And exhale to cat. Rounding the back, pushing the ground away from you. And inhale to cow, arching the back. And exhale, we go into cat. One more, everyone. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. And inhale, come back to center. Great work. All right, we're going to finish this off with a nice child's pose because it's always a great way to end any stretching session. So let's take the big toes to touch, knees come wide. We're going to bring our hips back towards our heels, slide our hands out about the width of your mat or a little wider than shoulder width. Forehead's going to come to the mat, and we're going to do 3 breaths. So big inhale, let that belly fill up and fall towards the ground. And exhale, open mouth, bringing the belly button towards your spine. And we'll inhale, let the belly drop to the ground. And exhale, blowing through a straw, bringing that belly button to spine. Last one, inhale. And last exhale. Letting it all out, making this exhale a little longer than our inhale. Great job, everyone. Feel free to stay there, or you can come up to kneeling, seated, or standing. But that is all the time we have left for our stretch break today. Thanks for coming. We have Zumba at 4:30. We have Pilates at 5. And then all kinds of fun stuff on our schedule, including bike to wherever day. I almost said bike to work. It can be if you want. Bike to wherever day is on Friday. So join us for that 8:30 a.m. stretch break after you go bike. We hope to see you there. Have a great day, everyone.